problem with big TV giants and streaming companies, they like you, particularly if you're making a lot of money for them. Obviously, it's imperative in this cost of living crisis, you know. They need eyeballs to screen and people, more importantly, to subscribe at those vastly enrated sort of prices now that they've decided to put up. You may have seen that story recently about how you've got a 30-day pass so that you're not allowed to share your Netflix subscription. You get the picture. But one of the biggest successes finally for Netflix was, of course, the sleazy documentary put out by Harry and Meghan, a three-parter that really just trashed the British monarchy from their perspective. And now Netflix, as I've said, are still in sort of, well, strange situation with them really, because they think there's mileage in there, but not moving forward doing the same thing. Now, what's been reported is simply this. Harry and Meghan are looking at trying to move into light entertainment. They tried that before, didn't they, with her thing called Pearl, about the sort of cartoon thing of a child travelling through time. Really the wrong time and the wrong moment when you think about it, because people want inspiring, entertaining stories. We don't need to be lectured on about history and past colonialisms and stuff like that. It's not what we're looking for in this very dark time. But now, according to a very good source still working out at Netflix, Harry and Meghan have this idea to become, shall we say, rom-com producers, but taking royal stories with a twist. One of them they're very keen to revalue, if you like, and relook at, is the story of the actress and socialite Lily Langtry, who was a celebrated mistress of Edward VII. We told you about her a while back now, possibly a year ago. She did incredibly well out of that royal association, even having her own brand of soap via Lux, became a celebrated actress going around theatres and was billed, you know, as the King's mistress. Very disheartening, of course, for senior members of the British monarchy at the time, as one can imagine. Now, the bottom line is this. People are saying, well, what would they know about that? It never really works out for the royals, as we told you, because the Earl of Wessex, way back in the 80s, tried this and it didn't work, you know. Seemingly, they don't have too much of a grip on how international television works. Meghan might think differently. So what Netflix plans are to look at things that they feel they could put the executive producer stamp on them, particularly anything royal related. As they've seen, they've had success with The Crown until the last series, as we reported recently. So if they had a brand new drama, say, looking at the roles or the, you know, the background and the scandal of Lily Langtry and Edward VII, and this was executive produced by Meghan Markle and the former royal known as Prince Harry, they feel at least people would be slightly interested. Harry and Meghan's roles will probably be occasional set visits and picture photographers taking snaps of them pointing while holding clipboards and wearing headsets. That's the limit of what they could offer, seriously. Unless, of course, Meghan no doubt would be tempted to ease herself back into the acting font and maybe even take up the role of Lily Langtry. Who knows? But for those people looking at that report and thinking, are they coming back with a big bang? This is where they're at right now. Netflix seemingly think there's still some mileage in there. They need to keep that money coming in. And this is an idea that they're both seriously looking at. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.